I'm a Franz fan. He's good. Underrated? Probably.
We got a lot of Franz Wagner questions because he's been crushing in EuroBasket. James asked, is Wagner a serious contender for a second-year leap / most improved player? AP Senior asked, more pointedly, why is 6'10" Franz Wagner criminally underrated? Great defender, shooter, pick and roll man, driver. Why doesn't he get more love?
I think it's going to be very difficult for him to take a big leap when Banchero is the guy.
What if Banchero is the reason why he takes a big leap? Because the Magic become a more watchable product. They have a go-to scoring presence, and Wagner can play the 3 next to Banchero at the 4 with Carter or Bamba at the 5, or he can play the 4. He can handle the ball. He can play with Suggs and Fultz. I mean, Wagner can be plug and play in any single role in that roster. I think the presence of Banchero can only elevate Franz Wagner.
Not numbers-wise, though.
Maybe status-wise.
He might be a better player with not as much production, where the leap the leap might be taken, but it doesn't show up. I mean, I think Banchero is going to be the guy scoring over. I think Banchero is going to average over 20 points a game his rookie season.
So he's your rookie of the year then?
Yes. I think he's just ready to play right now. And I do think there'll be a little overlap because Franz had the ball a ton for them last year. I'm a Franz fan. He's good. Underrated? Probably. But I just think that Banchero is the guy. And I think that it's going to kind of swallow up everything in terms of, I don't know, maybe they all end up being elevated by Banchero, like you say. But I think there's going to be a lot of attention on how awesome Banchero is immediately. And so I think on a game in, game out basis, there's a lot of games where Franz Wagner was like, a leading scorer for that team.
Could have more of them. Maybe Banchero has some 8 to 10 assist games and Wagner's the guy getting 25.
Maybe. I think it's more likely that Banchero's the guy. So I would just say I'm a Franz fan. I think he can take a step up, but it might not show in the production. Therefore, he won't get credit for being a better player because the numbers went down because they won more games.
And why is he criminally underrated? Because he plays for the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Nobody was really watching them last year.
Nobody was watching them. That's one of the big reasons
why. That's simply why, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. And I think people, there's not a lot of all-stars that look like Franz Wagner. That's just the truth.
White?
Well, there's certainly not a lot of those.
Is that what you mean? Or like game style-wise?
I mean, game style-wise and white. Look, I had more Chicago fans scream at me about Lauri Markkanen his rookie year when he played for a rat team and put up a bunch of points. He just got thrown in a trade and we didn't even talk about him. Like it wasn't even relevant. But his rookie year, oh my God, every night I said, I ain't all in on Lauri Markkanen. Every night that he did something on that rat-ass Bulls team, they're, Markkanen. And they just kind of faded off. I mean, he had a couple moments for Cleveland last year, at least.
Well, one thing with Markkanen is I remember I gave the Bulls an F+ on draft night, drafting him, and Bulls fans never let that go until they realized he's just not that good.
Franz is better than Markkanen. Let me just make that clear.
Way better. Let's have another Magic question. This is a good one from Sean, an Irish guy living in Cayman. He said, this is a quote, "I have been a huge Orlando Magic fan since 2015 when I visited the United States for the first time and saw Elfrid Payton as a rookie tear Dame and the Trailblazers to shreds. So I assumed Payton and the Magic were great. How little I knew." Anyway, my question is, do you think it's possible for the Magic to win a championship in the next 10, 20, or 100 years? In other words, Chris, are the Magic built to compete for a title with this core? Wagner, Banchero, Bamba, Carter, Suggs, Fultz, Isaac. Are they built to win a title?
Here's the answer. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, they haven't won anything. Do I think they can be a good team this year? I think it's possible. But I got to see it first. They haven't done anything. How can I know if they can compete for a title if I haven't seen them do anything? It's not like they took a trajectory like some of other young teams that have taken leaps as time has gone on. And so, step number one is becoming over 500. How about, can we do that first before we start talking about, can you be a championship?
Well, let's say,
I have no idea what their core is.
Well, what if we're projecting 5 years from now? 5 years from now, Banchero, you just said he'll score over 20 as a rookie. If he becomes a superstar, if Wagner keeps ascending. Look, Wagner is really effing good, dude. Like, he's a good defensive player. He can handle the ball. We've seen it in EuroBasket. He can create from the perimeter. He did it all year as a rookie. He can only continue getting better and better, and he does look better during EuroBasket. It's not just because of the level of competition. His handle legit looks tighter. His creation looks better. Fultz has gotten better each year since he left Philly with the weird shoulder thing. Suggs, hopefully he has a better second year than he did a first year when he was riddled with injuries. The Magic are at least built to be a good team, maybe a great team. Like, they have the pieces. It just comes down to Banchero and Wagner more than anything else, in my opinion.
Well, I'm
and
a huge
Suggs too, but especially
I'm
Wagner
a huge
and
Suggs
Banchero.
fan. Suggs and Banchero.
Very good, yeah, dude.
If they turn out to be what I think they're going to be, then, we could look up and they've got, the tandems like we like a lot of the, they got a guy on the perimeter and a guy that grabs rebounds and gets buckets in Banchero. And so if Banchero becomes one of the best players in the league, yes. But I got to see it first. Look, to win a title, you got to have one of the best 5 to 10 guys in the league. Is Paolo Banchero going to be one of the best 5 to 10 players in the NBA? Can we at least admit that Franz Wagner's not going to be one of the best 5 to 10 players in the league? Can we do that? Is that too far?
Yeah.
Because I hate to be on the other side of this, but come on.
Fair, yeah.
Okay.
5 to 10, yes. But best
do you think
20,
it's
he has a chance to be one of the best 20.
Is it outlandish? Franz Wagner is never going to be one of the best 20 players in the league.
We'll see.
Good grief.